Solo battle decks in Pokemon TCG Pocket are normally piloted by the CPU. Now it's time to see how they perform in the hands of real players. I go head to head with fellow creator Nabrix, using a wheel to randomly select our decks for a best of 3. This is Solo Battle Showdown. What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the third and final episode of Genetic Apex in Solo Battle Showdown. As you can see here, I'm with Nabrix once again. As always, his links will be in the description down below. We are down to the final 2 decks in Genetic Apex, which are Starmie EX and the Pikachu EX, the Solo Battle decks. As far as which is stronger, technically, you know, Pikachu has a type advantage, but we all know the menace that Misty was so early on. Nonetheless, how do you feel about it? And before we spin, do you have like a feeling like which one you rather use, or how you feeling?
Ooh, I mean, to be honest with you, I would like that type advantage with the Pikachu. Especially since, you know, Starmie has the Greninja, but there's no Cyrus. This is Genetic Apex we're working with here. So I mean, I'm hoping for some Pikachu EX action, but hey, I'd be happy with either one.
All right, let's spin for, let's go. You know, I guess as always, you're the guest. Let's go with you first. I get to know if that's actually like an advantage or a disadvantage, but it is what it is. And
Okay, come on, just a little more, please.
Oh,
Okay.
All right. Lie. You still do have, we do have the rule. You do have a reroll if you want to go for that Pikachu, but
Ooh, you know what? I'll go for the reroll. Let's do it.
I bet it's one more 50-50. You know, it's like when Swablu misses, but you still haven't died yet. You know, you got one more turn.
Right. Am I still gonna stay asleep? And it looks like I'm still asleep. Okay,
Yeah,
all good.
all right, so we don't have to spin for me, obviously. You got Starmie, I got Pikachu. Let's go right into the games and best of luck. All right, going second. And here we. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not used to these rarities for these at this time period. So for a second, I didn't even recognize what was in my hand. All right, so we are going second. I'm here like, dude, I gotta drop my hand. It's like, wait, there's no Mars. Well, there is potentially red card, but your deck doesn't have red card. That's the benefit of.
No hand disruption.
Yeah. There's one way this could go bad, but for most ways this should be fine. So let's start it off like that. Uh-oh.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Well, there is that Sabrina to worry about. But oh man, it's so refreshing not having to worry about copycat, Mars, red card, nothing. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh. Put the Staryu down. Then I'll probably just put my second Articuno down. And then turn.
That does play around Sabrina. Not to mention, as soon as, I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I saw research, I breathed. I was like, bro, this might be the fastest video ever if you just like turn once Misty like more than once, and that game's just gonna be over. But oof, you know what? Just because I don't think I ever got to play this version, let's put it down. And let's put. I think I'm gonna want double Magnemite for this game. Although, oof, now that I think about it, I probably could have held it. Nonetheless, not much for me to do besides charge this pass.
All right, let's see. I like that right there. Okay. Nice little Froakie down.
That's a shiny
and
backline.
You thought it was going to happen last turn, but how about this turn? Come on, Misty. Come on. Give me some. Give me 2. How about 2?
Or 0.
1?
That's already a problem. Oof, okay,
all right. All right.
That's fine. It does.
I'll take that.
It gives you the turn advantage, the energy advantage for sure, but it could have been a lot worse. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. I just realized something. This list has no healing, and I'm already in range to die. What? What is going on, dude? Well then. I guess there is that if I hit for 90, it's 10. Well, not technically, it's literally 110. Putting you to 30. You also don't have healing. And then Magnemite could close it out in the. I think we gotta sacrifice, and then it becomes a race to whoever could get the third point. I think that's my line. Not a pretty line, but it's the one I got. Also, for y'all at home, immediate regret. This is what I was thinking of when I made the comment last turn. You don't gotta worry about that. Don't worry about that. Never forget.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just pretend like I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, trust. Basically, let's say I would have been in a way better position if I didn't just Oonga Boonga fill my bench.
That probably means that it's Zapdos in hand. If I was to guess, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But if you don't think about it too much, it's just, you know.
Okay, well, I mean, let's do this. And I mean, she didn't fail me last turn. Let's see if she fails me this turn, though. Come on, give me something here. Yup.
That was the last condition. Yeah, that's.
So let's swing here. Bang.
In terms of that race that I was talking about, this definitely helps your cause more than mine.
What's the best thing to do? You are swinging for 40 next turn. If you have Greninja, it's a total. It could be up to 60 that you're swinging for next turn. There's also, this is probably one of my outs, but I don't have, there's too many cards that I'm missing. Let's go you up. There's a reason for it. Okay, that's half of what I need for my plan. But what we are for sure doing is this. Magneton gets to do this. Yeah, basically if I put anybody else in the lead, they wouldn't have been able to retreat while charging up Zapdos. And anything else that I put in the lead would fall to Greninja Articuno. So let's get our knockout here. Still not looking too good for me, but the line now exists, which is, I guess, what we needed.
All right. Articuno in the active spot, unsurprisingly.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. More shine.
Bro, these cards. You imagine they existed back then, bro? I think we would all been broke.
This one's not shiny, but hey, it's gonna be putting in some work here. Let's see. 120 back to back. Raichu is 100 HP only. So we'll just ping and swing with Articuno here.
No rare candy, no problem, huh? With that Greninja right there.
Make it just perfectly curve into it.
This is rough. Swinging for 80 no matter what. So I think Greninja puts anything that I put on board in range, right? Because, like, yeah, let's say if I evolved into Raichu. Oh, first of all, I'm forced to do it. This is the only line I have here. Again, for those of y'all at home, Lieutenant Surge moves every electric energy only to the Raichu Electabuzz. Not, like, it's not that he grabs it from them and puts it forward, if that makes any sense. Basically, he's useless right now, is what I'm trying to say. I think if me playing cards is going to prolong the inevitable. And even then, I didn't find the Raichu. Yeah, there was nothing really. I got buttons to press, but it's no matter how I did it. Granted, I didn't even draw the waste to potentially survive. That Greninja Articuno for 80, 10 damage on the bench is just too much. It's too much.
True.
Starmie, the face of the deck, didn't even get to see. Didn't even get played.
You know, at least on the bench for emotional support.
It was aura farming for sure. Let's see how it goes in the following games. Not that there was slight misplays from my half, but I don't know if I could beat the Misty immediately showing why it was so devastating at that time.
True.
Well, let's go to game number 2. All right, I get to go first now. Not sure if that's gonna help me in the world of Misty. Like this, with Misty and you going second, bro, that is scary. I don't even want to know what your opening hand looks like. But I have a newfound respect for not putting my. Now I don't even know what to do. Like I feel like if I put certain things in the front, I'm gonna get cooked. Because you have this, you can have advantage on that. There's this. I'm literally, that first game left me like in shambles. I'm like, I'm going second. I got Pikachu to go fast. Like, I'm good. Right now, I don't even know what to put down. Jeez, like, let's go. Guess there's a world where this ends up paying off. Let's put this guy down, and we'll figure it out from there. Trust. All right. Sorry about that.
No, no worries.
Much nicer to look at a Froakie than literally any other Pokemon in your lineup, dude. Holy.
Yeah, you were sitting there thinking about all the different possibilities and everything, and I'm just sitting here with my cute little frog.
Right. You. This time around, we'll save one spot for our our boy. Let's pass right there.
Alrighty. We will prof. We need a little bit more than just this little Froakie here. Pokeball, okay. Alright. Put the Articuno down. Froakie in the active spot, huh? I think I'm gonna attach to Articuno and end my turn. I think this is the best route for me.
Let's see what I could do here. Oof. The spot we were saving. Let's go planets on here. Evolve back here. Now, realistically, you do play X speed and technically could get to the 40 damage, but I still think, even at work, okay, obviously the Misty completely changes all the math around, but I feel safe doing this. Then you're right.
Okay. So we do have a Pokeball here. Alright. Not only that, like you said, we're gonna X speed out.
Maybe I didn't say too much, you know. It's no Misty, no problem. That's from I'm gonna choose to believe.
Well, I got something for ya. Frogadier, not Misty. Don't worry. You're chilling for now. 40 damage onto this Pikachu.
We accounted for that. Can we see? So close, yet so far away. And
I luckily don't have to worry about any Dons or E-switches coming.
at all. But we got this. Let's go. Let's pack.
Alright. We get our Greninja perfectly curving into it.
Jesus.
Starmie as well. Starmie's actually pretty nice considering it has a free retreat cost, so even Sabrina doesn't really disrupt my energy too much.
At all. It's kind of crazy.
So we are going to be swinging in here. And I think I will commit my ping to the Zapdos. Similar to last game. And swing in for 80. Or should I say 110 with that bench damage?
Yeah, no, that bench damage is definitely real. But what else is real is my combo in full effect, baby. Okay, we're gonna retreat into Raichu. Energy for turn. Then we hit you with the Lieutenant Surge, transferring all the energy in the Magneton to my Raichu. Then we're gonna use Magneton once again, get the second energy there, and use Thunderbolt to get rid of that Articuno.
Ooh.
And Yes, I lose all the energy, but
Okay.
that's basically the entire, like, that's what this deck was made to do. It's what I was doing back then. Obviously, not as consistent. That's why it wasn't like. If you look back at like what Pikachu used to be, there was like the Voltorb version and the Striker version, which were far more popular because they were far more consistent. But you gotta give props. That play was pretty cool. It's like,
That was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. But we'll see if I can manage myself here. We're gonna do this. Ping that Zapdos in the back.
I'm in danger.
Just end my turn.
Unless
No potion, no nothing, no capes. It doesn't exist. This is GA we're talking about here. That Zapdos is Greninja pingable. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't
let's
so.
say, baby, let's go.
Oh,
Game 3,
oh,
baby. Back to I top decked that.
nasty.
I top decked that Lieutenant Surge. I stopped talking. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I saw it. Man.
Nah, you were awfully quiet. I was like, wait, am I about to get cooked right now?
You were about to get fried, baby. Let's go straight to game 3. Wow. And for the final game, I go second. So far, whoever goes first has won. I believe, if I remember correctly. So, but what do you what are your thoughts on seeing Lieutenant Surge at full display? Because that's what the deck was trying to do at the time.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, you are initially thinking, why are you running a Magneton with no Magnezone? But then you forget that I don't think there was Magnezone in GA, so it was just Magneton, right?
Yeah, it didn't exist. That was the peak. You just produce energy and hope it'll get you there. Granted, Lieutenant Surge obviously gave something to do with that energy, but yeah.
Exactly. All right, going first. Zapdos in the active is scary. Okay, we will get our Feroki down here. Put a second Staryu down and just end my turn. I'm gonna be suffering a lot of damage.
Let's go Pokeball. Honestly, I'm not upset, but disappointed in Pikachu EX. Like maybe it's the matchup that it's not meant for it to shine, but like damn, that game 1 I was like, oh, I got the Pikachu EX, I'm going second, and it's like I cannot use this. Granted, we'll still put it down, but let's see. Honestly, I think I got the God Hand in the sense that I started Zapdos and I got my full bench of all my boys already. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one for me. Let's see. We will evolve that Froakie to a Frogadier.
You draw that more consistently than I do with Rare Candy.
Oh man, I think I have to commit to.
Oof, no Articuno this time around, huh?
Oh. This is scary. I think I'll commit the energy to Frogadier here and end turn.
That's definitely telegraphing a little something. This man draws Greninja like it's water. We do got everything, and that's free research.
Oh man!
Now we have a little bit more than everything.
According to my calculations, that is an X speed, a Lieutenant Surge, and a Magnemite in hand. Did I bank it? I think I banked it.
You got one of the 3. The only one that matters,
Dang,
honestly,
okay.
if I'm being honest.
All right. We'll go in with our Frogadier, and it's not going to be a Frogadier for much longer, as I'm sure you could have figured out.
Yep.
We get that Greninja. But I kind of want my Frogadier back. Not as pretty, but you know. And we'll do this Misty here on the Staryu. 1, 2. Okay, calm down. That's all we need. We're chilling. Okay, cool.
Is that 100% rate on Misty, I think?
You know, some schleif for a guy like me. I think I need to full force swing in on this Zapdos. And this is assuming that I can live.
Let's see. I could get creative, but I'm not gonna flip coins. I thought about it, but let's not do that. Let's go. Actually, I'm gonna hold this because there's no reason to do it any other way. Let's retreat into Raichu.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Energy,
I know what
Surge.
this means. Oh.
And charge up after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
And just get rid of that guy real quick. Boom. Put you down to 1 point. If you research into exactly Starmie Greninja, then we're gonna have a problem. But for now, feeling pretty good.
I was hoping that it was gonna be a Zapdos swing. Uh-oh. Because maybe my ping should have been on Raichu, but I have 0 cards in hand, Meta. What should I do here?
10 cards in the deck. I did see both my research, so that's kind of gross, but
Let's think. Retreat out, attack, retreat out. Retreat out, attach energy to Articuno. If I have Lieutenant Surge, or if you have Lieutenant Surge, I should say, the game is over regardless. But if you don't, for 40, pretty committal. Okay, I'll go with it. Bring the Articuno to the active spot, attach energy, and then my turn.
right, draw. It's a shame that that the Misty turn you didn't have Articuno or Starmie to like follow it up. I don't have Surge, so the game's not over yet. But
Okay.
we will charge Magneton. We will also X-Speed the Raichu out of there.
Okay.
Tag for 20. Put a little 40 damage right there.
You got 5 cards left in deck. I gotta hope for... Ooh. That is not ideal. It is Starmie.
Oh, I see the problem.
And we're just gonna attach and swing and hope we can survive.
Literally, Surge is the only card right now that definitely does it for me. Less? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
You imagine? I do think this Zapdos. Oof, actually, wait, this Zapdos. This Articuno swing for 80. Like, I can't just put this in the bench willy nilly. I don't know who uses the word willy nilly, but I just did. So, this Raichu's kind of. I guess I could have been charging up this Raichu, but let's go here. Wow, I actually didn't think this fully through. Do I just, I guess, hit Articuno and then bank on this other card? Yeah, because I think this is fine. This is fine. I don't have any points, so realistically, should be good.
Okay, I like this. Get some research. What do we find? Okay, you know, would have been nice to find that other ninja, but at this point, forced to retreat out. Hard retreating here. And swinging in with Starmie.
Oof. Unfortunately, I was like, you need to find the other Articuno or the Greninja. Because in the current situation, remember that card that you don't have, but I did?
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so,
Yeah,
please.
it's been chilling in my hands since turn 1, baby. I'm pretty sure. That and you know what? Let's. I was talking smack about this Pikachu EX, but right now its damage is what's saving me for the most part. But with that, GG's. And honestly, I feel like the deck lived and died by the supporters. When I would see Surge, it would put me way ahead. When you saw Misty's, it put you way ahead. And I'm glad we were able to see what both decks are supposed to do. Anyways, at the very least, that concludes Space Showdown for the Genetic Apex. We would then be moving on to Mythical Island, but not without first asking you, Nabrix, win and loss aside, because we couldn't choose what decks we were playing. It was all random. But I do want to hear your takeaway of either the solo battle decks or the concept, or like, what do you think of what we were going through basically with these decks?
Yeah, I think the solo battles, when you're first introduced to the game, it's kind of your introductory lesson on how to play the game in terms of PvP. And these are the decks that you're put up against. Is it the most well-crafted decks out there? No, but I think it's a really cool showcase of all of the different cards that are in the game, all of the different mons, especially the ones that don't see a lot of play nowadays. So I think the solo battles in general are really cool. And the Solo Battle Showdown, this is a lot of fun for me personally. Once again, I did start playing the game during Spacetime Smackdown, so seeing these cards in action, the Genetic Apex cards, and soon the Mythical Island cards is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then you're gonna go into Mythical Island with a chip on your shoulder, bro. You gotta prove yourself on that one. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, I know.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go to sleep tonight, and I'm gonna be having a nightmare about that double Lieutenant Surge play.
Bro, that's it. That was peak Pikachu gameplay right there. But without any more to be said, thank you for joining me in this series. Thank you for watching, you guys at home. As always, please consider subscribing to me as the Nabrix. Our links will be down below. And with that, thanks so much for watching and stay pro.